Okay, this is a lesson with Lexi and her sister Ella. And what we're going to do today is Lexi's going to practice helping her sister. And her sister's going to practice listening to her sister, which is sometimes kind of hard to do for sisters. And what we're going to practice is pulling on these horses' faces doesn't mean much. Riding them does. Now, if you'll notice, both of these girls are not wearing hard hats, helmets. We talked about it, about wearing helmets. We talked to the parents about not wearing helmets. I've got insurance out here, so if they fall, we're covered. So I don't need any comments about get those girls in helmets. These girls wear helmets when they're showing in the 4-H, but when they ride at home, they don't wear helmets.
Left, right, slowly, soften. Keep doing it, back. Keep going.
And their parents are okay with that.
Let 'em.
If I keep these kids to where they're riding, and can deal with riding, not just sitting up there and being a lump, we'll keep these kids as safe as being around horses can be. Do you ride with the helmet at home, Ella?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Lexi, do you ride with the helmet at home?
No, sir.
So what I want you to first do, you guys listen to me close. Ella, Lexi will tell you that if I think she's doing something unsafe, I'll stop her. And then, so you have to practice listening when you're out here, okay?
Okay.
So she puts her knee in the stirrup, then she puts her foot in the stirrup, then she climbs on.
I think we need to bring our swords
You need to go up.
to.
Oh yeah, them stirrups is a notch or so high. Now you notice this old brown horse standing here with Ella just sitting up there. If you do the groundwork like you're supposed to do the groundwork, and if all your stuff is done, this is the way these horses are supposed to act. Now, would I be letting these girls ride out of control horses with no helmet or no vest on? No, that would be stupid. But we've done our due diligence. Another hole if you got it.
Yeah, I got enough hole.
Don't let your horse touch that one. Make him get back or get over. You're in control here. So that's what I'm trying to say, folks. If you do your due diligence and you're not making your child climb on a horse that can't stand still, that's the best insurance you'll ever buy, is getting your horse broke. And this old dun horse here would rather graze than stand still, so Lexi's gonna have some groundwork or ground tie lessons, or she's gonna
Oh, I love them.
learn to throw her reins over the top of the panel, not tie them, just throw them over, so her old horse starts staying where
Put 'em in.
she puts him.
That's good.
Good. What hole am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14.
So Ella, the more you practice doing that for yourself, the more people will be happy to help you. Your sister will eventually get tired of saddling your horse for you. Eventually she will. So you need to make that a goal to where you could adjust and put on your own bridle. But right now, how old are you? Oh, huh?
9.
You're 9. Yeah, you're 9. That's okay. It's all good. We're going to get you to where being 9 years old is not a handicap, huh? Yeah. And tell me about this horse that you're riding.
Like, what about her?
You like him? Does your sister run barrels and stuff on him?
Sometimes.
Yeah. And sometimes he gets a little bit amped up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just kind of pull on him and hope he stops, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The lesson that we're going to do today, you're going to practice. The lesson that we're going to do today, you're going to practice getting control of him without pulling on his head too much. You're going to ride him. We're going to show you some ways to ride. And now stop him. Okay. Now when Lexi gets on, I want you both to just walk around this pen, soft and quiet.
Okay.
Your job is to not let your horse touch Lexi's horse.
Okay.
And Lexi's job is to not let her horse touch yours. You have to do what you have to do.
Okay.
And in the beginning, it may not be pretty, but at the end, it will be. All right? All right, Lexi, we're just gonna... Now remember, your horse can't touch Lexi's. You're gonna drop your hand, make your corrections the same as you do outside, Lexi. So, Ella, I want you to keep your horse out on the rail and follow her. Don't make circles in the pen. We're practicing being in control right from the start. Very nice, very nice. Your left rein is shorter than your right rein. Make your reins even. Make your reins even. Your right rein needs to be shorter and your left rein needs to be longer. I want you to start doing that from their face, not the end of your reins, okay? Just... Now your reins, there you go, they're too long. I want your reins to where your horse's mouth can feel them when you're right above your saddle horn. Perfect, now go forward. Now when you do stop, you're gonna lift up over your horn and touch your belly button with your reins. Very nice. Lexi, keep your horse, make your adjustments. Just because you're doing a simple job doesn't mean it has to be poor quality. Remember about that pulling across his neck. If you have to go that far, you need to be riding with 2 hands today. 2 hands in that bridle are not gonna affect anything. There. Because your done horse needs to practice staying straight, huh? You're practicing rein management. You're just cruising along. You just walk. You're practicing keeping him between your hands, and it's easier with 2 hands. We're not ripping on him. Okay, now I want you to sit on your butt as deep as you can sit. Push forward on the stirrups. Pet them with both hands. Now, Ella, when Lexi sat down, her horse stopped. When you sat down, your horse didn't. You watch her when she rides. Because when she sits down, she's showed her horse she's going to sit down, push on the stirrups, count to 3, and then stop them with your hands. Okay? All right, let's take off walking again. Straighten him out. Fix your reins again, Ella. They're not straight. There, that's good. You want both reins when you look down the neck. Keep going. When both reins are down the neck, you want them to be even. Nice, Lexi. Now I want you to turn and go the other way, across the middle of the pen. Look where you want to go. Twist your belly button. Now twist your belly button back the other way so that you're going on the fence. Now remember, your horse can't touch that horse's butt. Ella, release. When you pick up and that horse slows down, you gotta let go. Don't just hold him there. So sit on your butt, Ella. Slow him down with your hands, but don't stop him. Let him get a little distance. Now drop your hands back down and relax. If he starts to speed up there again, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to sit on your butt, slow him down. Don't stop him, slow him down. A little harder. Now release. When he slows down and rates back to you, you can let go of him. But he does not get to put his nose on Lexi's horse's butt. But you always have to sit before you get a hold of his face. You always sit down first. Now you relax. The sitting down is what tells him you're fixing to slow down. Make your adjustments, Ella. Sit first. Don't pull him crooked, pull him straight. Sit, slow him down, now release. Now do it again. And you're practicing keeping your horse straight with no pressure on his face. And you're using your legs to steer the best you can. Now sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, count to 3, stop them. Pet him with both hands. Don't let go of your reins, Ella, when you pet him. I want you to rub him with your hands while you're holding your reins, okay? All right, turn and go the other way to the middle of the pen. Twist your belly button, bend his head. His head has to be looking where you want to go. If you start to bend his head and he's not looking, don't go nowhere until you bend his head. Very nice. Very nice. Now sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, count to 3, stop them. Hold. Pet. Now this time, after you stop him, you're going to hold the reins. You're not going to let go. You're going to hold them where you ended up. And you're not going to move your hands. And you're going to push your belly button backwards and you're going to walk backwards without moving your hands. All right, take off walking. We want this horse to start listening to your body and your thoughts, your intentions. Straighten his face out, your reins, keep your reins straight. Look at his mouth. Is one rein looser than the other? It's really important that you keep your reins straight without pulling on their heads. Now sit on your butt. Push on the stirrups. Count to 3. Stop him. Hold. Hold. I want you to walk backwards without moving your hands.
Tuck in your stomach. Tuck it in. Are you gonna sneak back? Move your legs back.
Hold him. Keep your hands where you had him held. No, up there. You picked up to stop him, didn't you?
Sometimes you have to get a little more aggressive with moving backwards.
You hold. Now you pet him. All right, Ella. Did you see how easy that was for Lexi? That's how you're going to teach your horse to listen to your butt when you sit down and you push on the stirrups and you push your belly button back. So you don't have to pull him backwards when you back up. And that's also how you're going to slow him down when he's walking too fast. Lexi, walk. You come to the middle of the pen, Ella. I want you to watch Lexi. Now sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, stop him. Always do the same things when you stop. Sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, stop him. Lexi, walk around the pen. When you get to me, I want you to trot him because you're going to stop him from the trot. Legs. Lexi didn't bring her spurs today.
I've lost them. I gotta get new ones.
Jeez, Lexi lost her spurs, Ella. Can you even believe that?
I bet you can. I lose a lot of stuff.
You have to slow down and think. Now trot. Now I want you to sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, count to 3, back him up without your hands. Get a hold of his skin hold your hands still. Try to use less hand, but do you see what we did there, Lexi? Okay, you see how even though you thought you weren't using your hands very much, you were still using your hands. If you were needing a lot of performance, like to get on a cow or a rein and stop or something like that, you still have to go through the same steps. And then you put your hands and then you start walking him backwards. Then you add your hands back and that horse will really, really back up fast. But we have to teach him to back up without pulling on his face first. Okay? All right, Ella, go around the pen. Lexi will follow you. We want 90% of this to be your body. Your hands are your last resort. All your hands are for is to give the horse's face shape. It's not to pull him left or pull him right or pull him backwards. It's not to pull on him at all. We go through the other steps no matter how fast we're going. Sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, count to 3, stop him, hold, walk backwards. Don't let go of your reins, Ella. Watch your sister. All right, you try it, Ella. Hold. Don't let him go forward. Pet him. He backed up a little bit. When you suck your belly in, don't forget to hold with your hands. What we're trying to do is just to shift the inside, the middle part of your body we're trying to shift it backwards. You don't have to pull your belly button in and hold your breath. You just pull your belly button in. Do it right now. Just pull your belly button in. See what that did? That lifted your shoulders and pulled your core, which is the middle. It pulled your core back towards the back of the saddle. That should be the cue to back that horse to back up. And eventually it will be. But today you're practicing. And Lexi's practicing. She's practicing using less hands and more body. Does that make sense? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, go for a walk. Go around the pen. Keep him out there on the rail. Look where you want to go. Twist your body and take his face there. Use your left hand and take there. Now release. What we've been working with Lexi on is as soon as you get the horse to look where you want to go, you quit pulling and you trust him to stay there. We don't pull him through the turn. We shape him up to make the turn and we ride him through the turn. Now turn and go the other way. Across the middle, shape his face, use your outside leg, push him over. Now look where you want to go. Yeah. 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 Now, Lexi, you're in the middle of the picture this time. Sit on your butt, push on your stirrups, hold, walk backwards. Come on, get a hold of some skin. 1, 2. Pet him. When he tried, so the second step, he pulled his head away from your hands, didn't he? Yeah. You can't let him do that. He was self-rewarding, which means he's trying to get away from the pressure by rooting his nose out. When you hold, you really do hold. You don't pull him, but you hold him, so that he can't root out there like a baby pig. And when he bumps into that bit, his face will drop and you continue to keep on going backwards. Does that make sense? Okay, take off walking. One of these days you'll bring your spurs, Lexi.
I'll get new ones.
Remember what you do, Ella, if your horse is walking too fast? You sit down, you slow him up. Slow him up. You sit down. Now you pull a little harder. You slow him up. You make him walk slow. Now you release. When he walks slow, you're not pulling on him, are you? He has to listen to your butt. Don't just hold him. You slow him down. When he's going the speed you want, you release. We don't want him to feel like a prisoner and get mad. Slow him down, Ella. Really slow. And then release your reins. So you're practicing walking fast and walking slow right now. And you always sit down before you make an adjustment on his face. Your body is everything. If he's walking too fast, you sit, you slow him down, really slow. Your reins are a little too long. You want your reins to be tight when your thumbs are touching your hip bones. We'll get this fixed. Slow him down. Slow him down. Pull harder. But you now release. He gets rewarded for walking slow. Now slow him down again. Easy, don't be jerking. Release. When he walks slow, you release. And what you're teaching him is when he starts speeding up, you're going to slow him down. But you're not mad. But you need to practice getting a change in him. Now release when he's walking slow. You don't hold their faces all the time. You give back to them when they give to you. Now I like this a lot better. He's a pretty fast walker, but that's okay. Now Ella, sit on your butt, push on your stirrups, count to 3, stop him. Hold. Walk backwards with your feet and hold those reins. Hold. 1, 2, 3, drop your hands and pet him. Now Lexi, back him up, stop him, go through the steps. I see your hands. Use your body. Get a hold of it, rub those heels on his belly harder. So, that's good. Set, drop your hands. So when you put your heels on him to walk backwards, if you can't get your heel to touch his rib cage like you want, just squeeze with your legs and use the side of your stirrup. And pretend like you're using that stirrup to rub the hair off of his rib cage. It should feel just like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then you'll quit pedaling so much. You put your foot in the front, try it again. Now hold. You're just holding, you're not pulling. Rub him with that stirrup. Yes, yes, yes. Pet him. Did you feel the stirrup rubbing his rib cage?
Yeah.
Add more of that and he will listen to it more. Or wear your spurs next time.
I'll get my spurs.
Okay. Take off walking. That old brown horse walks out pretty good, doesn't he? Go across the middle of the pen and change directions. Look where you want to go. Bend his face. Okay, you didn't have to look quite that hard, Ella. We were doing just straight across the pen. All right, this time, Ella, you follow Lexi. Lexi, you look, you go straight across the pen. Watch what Lexi's doing. Straight across the pen, hands are straight, legs are straight, horse is straight. When you get to the fence, look to your left and go around that way. You should have followed Lexi, Ella, across the middle of the pen. We're going to try again. Get in behind Lexi.
Behind me.
Get in behind her. Get your horse over here next to the fence. Now look to your left and take him along that fence. Now Lexi's going straight across the middle of the pen. I want you to go straight across the middle of the pen. Hands straight, legs straight, looking straight. Now when you get there, go to the right. Let the fence slow your horse down, Ella, and go to the right. Now sit down, Ella, and slow your horse down. Slow him down. Pull harder. Don't let him stop. All we want him, I want you to start feeling the difference between slowing down and stopping. You just have to think and feel. Slow there, now release. Now, Lexi, go straight across the pen. Ella, you follow her, but don't touch her horse. Straight across the pen. Good. That's perfect. Now look to your left. Ella, you ride straight into this fence a little further. Now turn to your left. See how that made more room in between your horses? You let the fence slow you down so you didn't have to. We're going to practice that again. Lexi, come across the middle. Keep and straighten him out. When you get here, go to your right. Ella, you're going to ride straight to this fence. Further, 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 further. Now go to your right. You see how that made distance? Okay. Slow your horse down, Ella. Slow as you can go. Now release. Now slow your horse down, Ella. As slow as you can go. And now release. And you know how your horse is not learning to run through your hands? Because you're not doing all the other steps to stop him. You're just sitting down, slowing him down. And I'll show you, I'll prove that to you. When you get over here, slow him down and let go. When he's walking slow, Ella, you have to let go of him. That's his reward. Now sit on your butt, push on the stirrups, count to 3, stop him. Hold, walk backwards, don't move your hands. Hold him, walk backwards. Don't pull harder, Ella. Use more feet. Yeah! Now pet him. So Lexi, right there, you had to get after him, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't have to pull him to get after him. You just had to use more legs, huh?
Yeah.
Even though you used more hands, the theory is if he knows he's supposed to back up when you're shaped up to walk backwards, more feet will help you more than more hand. The hand comes last. First we get a shape, that's our hands, okay? Then we use our body to do whatever that shape says to do. And the more leg we used, the more effective it is. You can pull on their heads and get them to back up. You can rip on them, but they're not happy and they don't back up nice. But remember the first time that you rode him here? The difference in him? Okay, turn and go the other way. Ella, you're leading this time. Pull his nose. You look and make sure he's looking where you want to go, Ella. Now straighten him out. Take your hand there. Very nice. Now what I want you to do is I want you to trot. And when you get back to me, I want you to walk. So trot, Ella. Trot. Keep him on the fence. Don't go across his neck. You use the hand, use your right hand to pull him to the fence. There. Now let's trot him again, Ella. Right hand to pull him to the fence, Ella, not your left, not your left, not your left. Right hand. You're not using your right hand, Ella. I can tell because the rein is still sloppy on the right. So you're going to take your right hand and pull it towards the fence to fix him. Okay, trot him again. Right hand, pull him to the fence. Your reine's long. Use your right hand, slide it down that rein and pull his head to the fence. Okay, I want you to stop right here. Stop right here. All right. When I tell you to use your right hand, hold the reins as hard as you can with your left hand. And with your left hand, just hold it, and then slide that right hand, pull that rein through your hands with your left hand. There. Do it some more. And pull his face back to me.
It's just, yeah.
Out to the side. There, now let go and pet him. So, let me see your rein. See this? We're using our right hand. Here's our left hand. We're pulling that through here like this and bringing his face over.
Okay.
You see what we did? Then our hands went back to the middle. We pull our hands. Pull and bring. Okay. And I want you to shorten those reins up a little bit.
Is that good?
That's pretty good. Now, show me how you're going to bend him to the right. You're going to pull the reins through your right hand. No other way. That's your left hand. There. Now you're going to bend him. Now you're going to pet him. That's how you do that. That's how you get him to look where you're wanting him to go.
Okay.
But don't go across his neck.
Okay.
So take your left hand and pull it across his neck right now, like you're trying to turn him this way. Yeah. And you don't let him take it. There! But what we don't do, look at your sister. Lexi, when you come across here, I want you, go across the middle right now. Now bend him to the left. She's using her left hand to bend him. But show your sister what not to do. Do not pull your right hand across the neck. But show her.
See this?
You see that? That's unacceptable. That's no control. Now, Lexi, come across here and show her the right way. The correct way. You see her take that outside hand and pull the nose towards the direction she wanted to go?
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of learning, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lexi, that was pretty nice, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
It was pretty nice. All right, get in behind your sister. Now you got to figure out what to do here. You can't run into, there you go. Now get in behind your sister. Look to your right, take his head to the right, take his head, take his head. Don't use your left hand to do that. If you want to go to the right, you use your right hand. If you want to go to the left, you use your left hand. All right. You see how easy that is? But don't use, you see how, right now I want your left hand and your right hand to be the same distance away from the neck, both sides. Now turn to the right. Look at there, bring his face, yes! Now drop your hands and keep your hands the same distance on each side of his neck. Very nice. Now I want you to go to the left. Left. Take his head. Yes! So this video will be for you to watch.
Yeah, for Mom to watch.
There you go.
Because she was bummed that she couldn't be here to watch Ella.
All right, I want you both to ride straight across to the center of the pen at the same time. Turn to the left, turn to the right. Bring his face. You get up beside her. Sit on your butt. Push on the stirrups, count to 3, stop them. Hold. Hold. Now walk backwards. That's the lesson. This video is your homework. So, just have fun. Don't spend all your time doing the homework. Sometimes I want you to just climb on your horse and ride like a couple of Apaches. That's fine. Doesn't make no difference. But you need to spend a little bit of time every day practicing this. Okay? Yeah. Good job, guys.